Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today I am back at the channel, of course, with another speed build, and this is part 2 of the seaside mansion. So in this part we are furnishing the entire house and everything is done. So if you want to download this from the gallery, you can do it right now. It's on my Origin, LoveSimplySim, all together without any spaces, or go to the description of the video and there will be a link for you guys to use. So for this house, for the floor plan, I started out with furnishing the kitchen, and the reason why I started out here is I find it really easy when you locate the kitchen and furnish that first to fill in the rest of the house, because the kitchen, for me, the kitchen is like the heart of the house, and when I know where that is, I know where I need to put my living room, my dining room, and all that jazz. So we're starting out with the kitchen, and for the kitchen colors that I'm using right now, I am gonna change that to more wooden tone colors, because the gray was, I don't know, it didn't fit in with what I had envisioned. So we're gonna go for more brown colored furnishing, and I really like this little breakfast nook that I added here in the corner. I just love all the windows, and I'm gonna add in flowers, a bookshelf and such, and a little reading area, and it just feels so really cozy. And I could definitely imagine myself sitting there in the morning with a cup of coffee and maybe reading a book before going to work. I would just love to have a breakfast nook like this one right there. So yeah, that was actually the idea behind it. I definitely went and furnished this house with a mindset in what would I like? What would I love to see in a traditional seaside mansion? Which colors would I enjoy? And that is basically how I went with furnishing this house. And I really love it. This is one of my most favorite houses so far. So as you guys can see, I'm changing the colors right here. I think we're gonna go for more of a orangey colored backsplash. Oh no, it's more blue. We're gonna go for blue, which is also really nice. And I think the kitchen is actually a really fairly size. At first I wanted to make it very large. I'm gonna make it one tile larger though, because I found that it was a little bit too narrow on the back end of the kitchen counter. So I'm gonna make it one tile larger so that it has more of a square shape. And I think that is the perfect shape for the kitchen. Definitely really like that. Also adding in some bottles of, liquor there in the corner, because if you don't know me, my Sims like to drink a lot in my game. I don't know, I just really like to do that. They love using either the bar or the world globe that we get with the vintage glamour stuff pack. So adding in, a bar or a world globe is definitely a must for me. And when I saw these bottles in my catalog, I was like, oh, why not place it there? I have a free wall. So that is why I was placing them there. Also added in a little nook with some cookbooks and some clutter items, some jars with peppers. I really liked that little nook. And then here I'm gonna make a side table with some pieces of art just to spice up this kitchen a little bit more. So yeah, that is actually all I needed to say about the kitchen. But the kitchen was definitely one of my favorites. It's not my favorite room though. No, it's not my favorite. So I don't really have a favorite room, more of a favorite area. My favorite area of this entire house is the right side home. So if you look at the house like we are looking at it right now, we have the left side where I'm placing the kitchen, and the right side, so the right house, is actually my favorite house. And the reason because of that is we have the informal living room there and the doctor's office, and I just really like how it flows. I like the floor plan that you come into the home you have a hallway, and then you have your bathroom, a door into the waiting room, and then a arch into the living room. I just love how that is placed, and I also love the color combination. I just love everything about that section. So that house is my favorite house, although this is one house though. This is just one house for one family, but yeah, I just like that one better. Although this is also really nice. And I also love this little greenhouse that I created. So for the greenhouse, I decided to go with a red colored brick and add in some detailing with a different colored of brick, like a trim right here. And I'm also gonna try to make a pattern, but I found the pattern a little bit too overwhelming or messy. It was too prominent and it took your eye off of the sculpture of the build. I just didn't like it, so I went with a little rim right there, and that's all we're doing for a floor decoration for the serre. Is it called the greenhouse, Mona? And then we're gonna fill that in, with some plant flowers and a seating area. And then when seasons come, I'm gonna add in the flower arranging table. And I'm also hoping, I'm not sure, I have read tweets here and there, but I really think that I can remember that there was a tweet where the Sim Gurus said that there was like a new gardening station or a flower arranging station, and that we could sell those flowers, but I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I'm just making it up. But I still want to make a flower shop though. Even maybe it's not that functional, I still want to make a flower shop. We can place like pots and plants from the build and buy catalog, and then use the Cat to Work feature that we can set them all to sale. So we can definitely make like a retail lot with a flower shop in it. That is definitely something that I'm planning to do in seasons, not one season. We're getting multiple seasons, Mona. No, that is something definitely that I want to do when seasons is gonna come out. Build my own little gardening shop, and then I'm gonna play with this house. I don't know if I'm gonna play with this house on camera though, because my houses don't suck, but my Let's Plays kind of suck. I'm so bad at doing Let's Plays, and I think it's because of the language difficulty, Mona, the language barrier, and also because of I'm Dutch, and Dutch people have a different kind of humor than other countries. We are more sarcastic and a little bit of a dry humor, And I feel that my Dutch viewers and my Belgian viewers kind of get it. But my other language viewers are like, what is she talking about? I get that kind of feeling. So I always find my Let's Plays boring for other people's. For me, I really enjoy them. Although the cats and dogs ones, I found boring. At one point, I was like, okay, let's make a vet clinic. I had my vet clinic. I've done like one episode with really playing with the vet clinic, and I found it like really boring and not really fun. So I didn't upload that episode. So I didn't enjoy that one, but I do enjoy my 100 baby challenge though, but I haven't uploaded that one since forever. And the reason why is because of this, there's just so much stuff in my life, At first in September, my grandmother died, and then combined that with the depression, it was like being hit by lightning or a rock, or it was so hard. And then when I finally came above that in February, my other grandmother died. So I was back at square one, and then minus 100, I was even lower than that. So recording a Let's Play was just something that I couldn't really do anymore, because I find for a Let's Play you need to feel happy. If you're not happy, I cannot record one if I'm not feeling happy, because I cannot imagine what my Sims are going through, and I'm probably just gonna cry the entire time. So yeah, that's why I haven't been recording the 100 baby challenge, but I did actually open up my save yesterday and I wanted to record, and I really stared at my Sims like really hard, like what I'm gonna do with you guys, and then I closed my save again. I know. Maybe in the future I will get back to that. Although I am playing around with the feeling I'm doing a season's let's play, or trying to do one and then maybe stopping halfway through. But I tried. I mean, that's like the main part, right? I don't know. Anyways, what are we doing here? I'm talking way too much. I'm doing the bar area. That is what we are furnishing right now. So this was the room that I actually didn't know what I wanted to do with, because first I thought, oh, let's make this into a dining room. But for a dining room, it was just way too large. Of course, I could have maybe made the hallway larger and shortened up, the dining area there, but it didn't make sense to make the hallway larger. So I decided to place the dining area in the living room and then make that into a bar area. I mean, I also did a bar area in the Storybrooke mansion and also in the Brindleton Bay mansion, and I loved them both. So I thought, why not do one here as well? We have so much extra space, and like I said, my Sims like to drink, so a bar area is very necessary for my Sims. So that's why I made a bar area. So here I'm making a bedroom. So this bedroom is actually a guest bedroom. This isn't a bedroom dedicated to any family member. That's why we are going with very generic, neutral colors. I don't personalize this bedroom. It's just for guests. But if you like to play with butlers, like I do, you can also turn this into a butler's bedroom. I think this is really nice. Blank canvas, and then fill it in with little personal items, that the butler liked. Maybe the butler is like a collector of, oh my gosh, what can you collect in The Sims? Maybe a collector of those little dolls that you can dig up, right? And you can place them all around the room. Or maybe he really is into fashion and such, and you can make an entire little wardrobe where we have these bookcases. Or maybe he's just very neutral and keep it like it is right now. But you can do so many things with this bedroom. You can definitely personalize it to your taste. For me, for now, at this point, it was just a guest bedroom. But I do like the color combination. I love the blue bedding. It fitted in perfectly with the blue wallpaper. And then the painting had like the same kind of color combination as the rug. So I definitely loved that. So this is the downstairs bathroom. I didn't record that footage because the video just was way too long, so I actually cut it out. But I do like the color combination. It's a little bit of fun, the blue with the orange. I also like that we are using, or I mean, why am I saying we all the time? That I am using that window that we gotten with the Jungle Adventure Pack as a divider. I love doing that. And then here, what am I doing? Oh, added in some more liquor, because the house really needed it. And then here, just furnishing the hallways, adding in those little details like I always like to do. So yeah, that's basically it. I do have the feeling though that I'm kind of overusing bookcases in my houses. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I overusing bookcases? Because I do tend to place a bookcase like in every room. For me, personally, that's fine. I do read a lot. I have multiple bookcases in my house. I have one downstairs. I have one in my hallway. When you walk up to the second floor where I am right now, I have a bookcase like right at the staircase. When you walk up, you see the bookcase. I have a bookcase in my children's bedroom. I have one in my bedroom, and I also have one here in the office. So I do tend to have a lot of books in my house, but I am like a book junkie. I love reading so much. I've read every kind of sci-fi, novel, thriller, fantasy, young adult book. I love reading those. I have like all the Twilights, all Harry Potters. I have all the Hunger Games, and also like I think almost every book that Stephen King created. I love to, how do you call that? I love to collect them. That's the word. I love to collect Stephen King books. I have like not all of them, but I have a lot of them, and I got most of my books from my aunt. So my aunt on my father's side, she's also a big reading book fan. I think I get it from her because when it was Christmas, she always bought a book for me. Like every Christmas time we went to my grandmother's house and the entire family came together, and she and my uncle always bought presents for the entire family, and every year she would buy a book for me. And since then I've always been reading. I've been reading books, I mean, since I can imagine just reading. I've been reading books. I just been loving it so much. So that is also the reason why I'm probably placing books in every room of my Sims, because it's so natural to me. But let me know in the comment section down below, do you have so many books in your real life homes? Do you actually read as much as I do, or do you have like a family member that loves reading? Let me know down below. So what are we doing here? We are furnishing the office. So the office area is a doctor's private practice, really. So he also works in a hospital, though. That is in my storyline. He also works in a hospital, but he also has a practice at home. Sometimes he does have some of his patients come over and he does like a checkup or something, or maybe there's something really urgent and they live nearby. So he does have a practice here, but he also practices is like general surgeon thingy in the in the hospital as well. So I'm probably gonna have my Sim that is gonna live here enroll into the doctor's career, and then mom is gonna have her own shop, and then the children, I think I'm gonna make one of them a musician, because we do have a music room. So maybe one of them can be like a pianist or something. And I don't know, for the other children, I didn't really make them into like freaks. Freaks. Oh my gosh, that came out weird. Not freaks. Into like fan of anything, except for the teen boy. He's like a athlete. He loves playing basketball. So is there a career in The Sims that I can use that for? Maybe the sports, the fitness career thingy, the fitness aspiration. I could definitely do that with him. And then probably one of the twin girls is gonna be a musician. And then we also have a a teen girl's bedroom. But I don't know what to do with her. I still need to think about that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna figure that out later. So here I'm finished with furnishing the office. I made a little waiting room, as you guys saw, and then here furnishing the living room. So I love the color combination of the living room because the sofa's pink and pink is my favorite color. And I also really like how the living room comes out really nicely in between, those opening doors, and you have the fireplace in between it, and then the television. I love that so much. And then with the round dinner table here, it just made sense, the floor plan made sense, the colors combined really nicely, and I could have gone with a long table, is it a rectangle? No, a rectangle. No, a square table? No. I don't know the shape in English. Een rechthoekige table. But I really liked a round one better. And then I'm gonna place like flowers and plants everywhere. That is also something that you would really see throughout the entire house. There will be plants everywhere. I just really like how it looks. So what are we doing here? I'm furnishing the outdoor patio area. So for the outdoor patio, I'm just gonna go with a normal seating area, nothing too fancy. I'm not gonna go overboard here. And then here, what are we doing? Oh, I'm furnishing the bathroom. No, that's not a bathroom, Mona. No, that was the hallway. I was furnishing the hallway and then adding in here a little side table with some clutter items. And also tying back into that seaside, because this is called the seaside mansion. I also hang up, you know, these steering wheels and boats. You see a boat, you see pictures of cats and dogs expansion pack with the captain and then the sea. I added in all those little items to really tie back into that seaside mansion vibe that we have going on, because we are on the Windenburg Island. This is at the sea. It's called the Seaside Mansion. So I needed to add in little details of hints, you know, that you can really see that we're in the ocean side. And then here adding in all the pet stuff, because I forgot I want a cat or a dog, probably a cat in this household as well, or maybe a cat and a dog. I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely a cat, because you guys know I love cats. So yeah, that's basically it. We're almost done with the outside area. I'm like going all over the place. I'm furnishing a little bit outside. I'm furnishing a little bit inside. I don't know. I had just so many things in my mind that I needed to do. And I usually, when I think of something, I try to do it immediately, because I tend to forget everything. I can be thinking like, okay, Mona, don't forget to add in some clutter, you know, on the tables. And then 5 minutes later, when I'm done like with the bathroom that I was doing, I forget it. So usually when I think about, oh, I need to add in clutter, I stop what I'm doing, add in the clutter, then go back on whatever I was doing there. So here, furnishing the bathroom, again, I'm going with a little bit of a fun color. You know, it's a bathroom. Bathrooms can be fun, although, okay, it's not fun anymore. I'm going with gray. I really thought that I was gonna keep it pink. Oh no, I'm making the teen girls bathroom pink. That's right, I forgot. So sorry, no, the bathroom is gray, but still very fun. And then here, furnishing the master bedroom. So for the master bedroom, we're gonna go, I think I'm gonna change the colors though. At first we are like bluish, then we're gonna move over to pinky colors, and then I think I'm gonna go back to either blue or gray. I'm not sure, but the colors do change around a bit. I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. Here I'm gonna go for yellow, and then after that we're gonna go for pink. I was just really indecisive on what I wanted to do for the master bedroom. It needed to fit in with the first floor, so the living room and the dining room, you know, the very first floor with all of the living areas. It needed to flow in together, but I didn't know how to do it really. This was the room that I was stuck on. So here you can see we're gonna go for pink. I think I'm gonna go back to this bedroom and I'm gonna change out the bed, because now we are using the Vintage Glamour stuff pack bed. But I don't know if we're gonna stay like that. I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting like everything. And the weird thing is, I actually built this house. I did like the final touches this morning actually, because I was like, okay, let's do the second part of this voiceover. But then I saw that I actually did forgot to add in some clutter items and some curtains. So this morning I went back into the build. So it's not that long ago that I was in this lot, but I keep forgetting stuff. It's because this is probably a very large home. So yeah, we're almost finished there. And what are we doing? Oh, the children's bedrooms. I was like, where are we now? We're at the first section of the house. So yeah, here changing out the bed. We're gonna go with the city living one instead. That's looking way better than the Vintage Glamour one. So the Vintage Glamour bed that I'm placing there, it's gonna disappear like you guys saw. And we're starting out with the twin bedroom. So this twin bedroom can be either for a boy or a girl. It's not gender specific. For me, I'm probably gonna add in a boy and a girl. I want to mix it up. So I really do love this bedroom. If I can choose a favorite children's bedroom, this is my favorite. And the reason why is I love the colors that I'm using. I love all the blues with the yellows. And then I'm gonna add in that rug that we've gotten with the first bed stuff pack. I know I'm using the pack again, but I really like that rug. It's growing on me, not the pack, because I haven't placed a hamster anywhere in any house except for the pet lover's home. But I'm loving the rug. The rug is my favorite thing of that pack, this rug right here. It's so versatile, and you can have a round version or a square version. So I love that, and I also love the vibrant colors. And what I also am kind of growing on, or I actually liked it from the beginning, but the beds, not the bags, the pet beds. I love the large pet bed in the first pet stuff bag. So the large pet bed, Mona, the large pet bed and the rug, I really love, but it's still not worth 10 euros for me. Although I did pay it though, so I am gonna use the pack. But yeah, the pack is growing on me, so I will probably be using the pack a little bit more in the future. So what are we doing here? Oh, we're starting with the teen boy's bedroom. So for the teen boy, we are going for the typical, jock kind of bedroom. He is a basketball player. He has all his trophies, all his jerseys in his bedroom, and he also has a hoop. He's a little bit spoiled, so mommy and daddy bought a hoop for him. I think those things are like really expensive. I mean, the ones with the glass backdrop, the normal kitty ones aren't that expensive. I saw them here in our Toys R Us for I think 50 euros. Although 50 euros is actually kind of expensive as well. I mean, for 50 euros, I need to work 4 hours. No, 5. For 4.5. I work 4.5 hours for 50 euros. So actually, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a normal working person like I am. But yeah, I mean, I think a glass one can go up to like $200-300. So that's like a lot of money. So here furnishing the outdoor balcony, kept it really simple. And then here starting with the music room. So this is the music/activity room. This is what the children are gonna use for practicing their skills. There will be there is a easel outside as well if one of the children would like to maybe paint. There's a little reading nook. I also add in a chess table so that they can work on their logic skill. And the children also got a hot tub. So mom and dad have a hot tub on their balcony, and the children got their own private hot tub here on the side, which I think is really fun. It gives mom and dad their own personal hot tub for some woohoo, and then the children can use that one for relaxing. So yeah, and then adding in, and also adding in that pitcher with a lemonade from the backyard stuff pack. I just found that really nice for the balcony area right there. So yeah, like we're almost finished with this section of the house, and I think we're gonna furnish the hallway. Yeah, I think we're gonna furnish the hallway. So for the hallway, I just went with another seating area. So we have a seating area in the music room, but I also provided one here as well with some bookcases. And I imagine just the Sims sitting there and reading maybe some books that they need to read for school, or maybe doing, I don't know, no, not their homework, because they need an actual table for their homework. And did I add in a computer? Oh, I forgot to add in a computer for the children. So that is definitely something that you can add in later on. If you download this from the gallery into the music room or the activities room, you can definitely add in a computer or a desk for doing homework. I totally forgot about that. So here we are at the final room of the speed build, and this is the teen girl's bedroom. So the teen girl gets her own ensuite bathroom because she's the firstborn. She's the oldest one of the family, and of course the oldest one they get to choose the rooms. Let's be real. The oldest kid always gets to choose which room they want. I mean, that was in my family. And my sister, actually, she chose the attic as well. We had a converted attic in my old family home. My mom doesn't live there anymore, but we also had a converted attic with very large windows. It was such a really large space, and she claimed it for her. Then me and my sister got stuck in the smallest room together with bunk beds. My brother, he got the second smallest room, and then my mom and dad, they got the second biggest room. So yeah, which is normal, of course, because they have like a double bed. So yeah, me and my sister were kind of screwed, and it's because we were the smallest. My sister and I are 4 years apart. Oh my gosh, how old am I? I'm like really old, and I sometimes forget how old I am, but okay, so it's 2018. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old, and oh my gosh, yeah. So my sister, she turned 30 this year. Last year. Oh my gosh. She turned 30 last year. She's gonna turn 31 this year, and I'm gonna turn 35 in November, you guys. Oh my gosh. That sounds so old. That sounds so old. If I think back on when I was younger, I would never imagined me being here on my 30th. I always imagined, having my own company, being a CEO or something like that, I'm definitely not that. I'm just a house mom, and I sworn I would never be a house mom. That was not for me. That was something that was not for me, and here I am being a mom, which is so strange. So there you go. Your life always goes ways you don't expect them, so that's actually kind of funny. Anyways, we're almost done with the video. We only need to do some little detailings throughout the entire house, so I need to add in a bin like I'm doing right here, need to add in some clutter items, and then of course adding in all the how do you call those things again? These curtains, because I forgot the curtains on the front. So there are no curtains on the back side of the house. I do add curtains on the front and also on the office area, because the office has so many windows, and if you are a sim visiting the doctor, you don't want everyone to look in. Although, to be fair, this house is like really remotely located by the beach. There are no neighbors like I have, annoying neighbors. So no one can really look in, but you never know if there's like a gardener outside, or a pool boy, and you don't want them to look at you, when you're like semi-naked in the doctor's office. So I added in some curtains there as well. So we are now at the end of the video. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this part as much as you did as you did the first one. Oh my gosh, my English. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought about the build, and of course leave a like if you did, very important. And if this is the first video that you are seeing from me, go check out part 1. Because that is important. If you are watching a series, check out part 1, and of course don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So I'm hoping that you all are gonna have a lovely day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. You